What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So the classic physique Miss Olympia this year, that was probably one of the most hyped one in many years. Just because last year Ramon was able to close that gap between him and Cbum. So people finally started to believe that Chris Bumstead is actually beatable. And then what happened at this year's Arnold? The arrival of the Dutch Oak, Wesley, that just sent shockwaves in the division after this year's Arnold, because he was able to beat Ramon. So there were so many great storylines going into this year's Classic Physique. So here we are with the Classic Physique prejudging report. So let's talk about Orslinski, who showed us absolutely nothing throughout this prep. And he wasn't a guy who was being considered a threat to the Olympia title this year. But one thing you can really count on when it comes to Ors is that he is always gonna be spot on, and he is gonna be peeled out of his mind. And that he was today. The man is absolutely ripped to the bone. Such great symmetry, especially from the front. Big quad sweep, great detail in the quads, plus that insane vacuum. So combined all that together, that gave Ors such a great look on the stage. So the problem with Ors, that has always been his back double biceps, especially against the top guys. And of course his arms, more specifically his biceps. But this time, his back did look improved. So I am really curious to see how is that gonna compare with the other top guys like Cbum and Ramon? Because both those guys have such dense and really wide backs. On top of that, he has great hair as well. So Cbum has said this so many times that Ors is the closest to him, especially in terms of the structure. I mean, just look at that front relaxed pose on Ors. Simply beautiful. So those fibers on his chest, while he was hitting the side chest, that just shows us that he is absolutely ripped. But he is always gonna have some weak areas. So the arms in particular are nowhere to either of the expected top 3 this year. So that backstage video of Chris Bumstead, that is epitome of classic. Damn, just look at that structure. Look at that V-taper. I'm gonna say too good for his competition, especially when he's on. So is this his best? Well, other than the fact that one of his legs, that looked a bit small compared to the other one, this definitely is one of his best looks ever. So who is gonna touch him in that side chest? I'm gonna say absolutely nobody. He did his homework for this one, and his confidence looks sky high. Now let's talk about that first call out. 8 guys: Cbum, Ors, Ramon, Mike Sommerfield, Fazi, Michael the Bull, Josema Beast, and the 2 times Miss Olympia champion, Brian Ansley. And I've got to say, holy smokes, Ors really got noticed, and he was put next to Cbum immediately. I guess the biggest shocker of tonight, that would be Mike Sommerfield. Because the man is facing top 3. Just wow. Because he was also sent back in line with Ors and Chris Bumstead, giving a clear indication that those are your top 3 this year. So neither Wesley nor Ramon, they were in the top 3. So who would have expected that? But it is all happening as of right now. Now I must say Chris Bumstead's front double biceps, that looked really vulnerable. I'm gonna go as far as saying this. Ors's symmetry, that looked a tiny bit better than Chris Bumstead in that shot. So something about Chris's legs, especially his right leg, that is throwing off his symmetry. Just a bit. But the thing is, he destroys everyone in the side chest, as well as the back double biceps, as well as the favorite most muscular. But what an unbelievable comeback by Orslinski. So that midsection on Cbum looks just as tight as Mike Sommerfield. So Mike was hot, he was dry, he was grainy, and his abs looked absolutely awesome. So in fact, if you think about it, Mike really is fighting for the title here. Talk about making that greatest comeback. Because if you guys remember, he was dropped down to 8th last year, and then all the way to the top again. What a great moment. Now I have got to say so much disappointment for Wesley, the most hyped up guy going into this year's Miss Olympia, who ended up in the second call out with Ramon, Michael the Bull, Brian Ansley, and Josema Beast. So I have got to say this is gonna be such a hard pill to swallow for both Fazi as well as Ramon, as they both believed that they can win this thing and they can dethrone Chris Bumstead and Brian as well, because I don't think he is gonna be making top 5 tonight. So why didn't Wesley get a chance to get compared with Cbum? Not even once. Maybe the judges did not like that waist of his, which is kind of blocky, especially in comparison to the other top guys. And maybe his hamstrings did not improve the way judges wanted them after this year's Arnold. So kind of a terrible day for both Wesley and Ramon. So both of these guys not making top 3 tonight. That is gonna be the highlight of Classic Physique Miss Olympia this year. And that is why I have said this so many times. That all those predictions, they mean absolutely nothing. So they had a separate call out for Wesley with Michael Debo, McGregor, and with the new kid from Brazil, Matthews Menegate, who was making his Olympia debut. So not even in his wildest dreams, Wesley would have thought that he is gonna be outside of the top 6. So there was a separate call out for Ramon, Brion, and Josemma Beast, which means they're gonna be fighting for 4th, 5th, and 6th. So Josemma Beast was also making his Olympia debut in Classic. He switched over from Men's Open to Classic. And what an incredible performance that was. He 100% killed it during his first year. Arguably the best back in Classic at the moment. Now let's take a look at the final call-out of top 3 guys tonight. So you have got to give it to Ors, guys. He stayed quiet throughout this year, throughout the prep, and then he just showed up at his all-time best. And he just shuts everybody up. I just could not believe how well he compared to Chris Bumstead, especially in his most powerful shots, like the front lat spread and the favorite classic pose. So how did he make those improvements, especially in his back, with a weight cap hanging over his head? I'm gonna say I have absolutely no idea how he did that. But what an unbelievable top 3 that was tonight. That was totally unexpected. And especially I am so happy for Mike Sommerfield, because even in that final call out, he got a fair look. And he shocked many guys like Ramon, Brion, Wesley, and so many others. So I'm gonna say this again. Cbum is an undisputed GOAT. So all the 3 guys, they got a chance to stand in the middle in that final call out. But Cbum just proved to the whole bodybuilding world that he has continued to evolve with the division, and why this man has been so unbeatable throughout his career, throughout his reign. So I believe he is gonna be your 6 times Miss Olympia champion in Classic Physique. Now as far as 2nd and 3rd are concerned, I think Ors is gonna be 2nd, and Mike is gonna be 3rd. So that's it from Classic Physique prejudging. Do let me know what you guys think. I'm sure the biggest shocker for all of you guys, that was Ors and Mike Sommerfield. But please feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what you guys think. Who did you guys have winning? And what did you guys think about Ramon and Wesley? So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.